What's going on, world? My name is Serial Sensei, and welcome back to another episode of Put You On Game, a series where I cover lesser known video games and games in general that I believe deserve a bit more shine. Just as a quick disclaimer, for today's video, all of the footage that you are going to see was captured by myself, split between a video I did for the demo of this game, which you can check out on my channel. I'll leave a link to the description of that below, and also a nearly 5.5 hour stream I did on my Twitch channel. So keep that in mind, that I'm not finished the game, but I have played it for a pretty decent amount of time where I feel pretty comfortable talking about it. And the game in question that I will be covering today is Anno Mutationem on the Nintendo Switch. Anno Mutationem was developed by Thinking Stars and published by Lightning Games. It's an action-adventure game mixed with a little bit of RPG elements that takes place in a very lively and neon cyberpunk world. The story follows private detective Anne Flores, who is trying to find the whereabouts of her missing brother Ryan, who got caught up with some folks he shouldn't have been getting caught up with, as well as trying to uncover the truth about this mysterious illness that she suffers from. And to accompany her on the journey, she's assisted by her kind of annoying but helpful hacker friend Ayane, and they go through Scop City, which is where the game takes place, as well as various other locations throughout the world, and kind of unravel some sinister truths about what's really happening out here. There's some wild stuff going on. But Anno Mutationem, as far as the presentation, it is presented with a very unique blend. It's colorful, it has this gorgeous 2D pixel art, but while you're moving around and exploring, it's on a 3D plane. And that's really dope. It's really kind of fun to explore the world that way as you're going through this metropolis. And the metropolis that you're in and that you explore is very much alive. All of the interactions, whether it be a cutscene, which could be voice acted, some of them are voice acted, and the voice acting is very solid and very well done. Or if it's just a standard interaction where you're just reading text or eavesdropping on a conversation, all of the interactions really help bring the world together and kind of help you understand just what's going on, and it just brings a lot of context to the world and its inner workings. I really want to cover the gameplay. As I mentioned earlier, I played the demo, but I feel like the demo really it kind of undersold how good the gameplay is, albeit a demo is supposed to be just a teaser. But I really feel like the demo did not really sell how good and engaging this gameplay is and can be. During the combat portions of the game switches to a more traditional, like 2D side-scrolling, almost like action platformer kind of style. To start off the game, you'll have a light sword and a pistol, but throughout the game, you'll unlock different mods for your swords. You can equip the swords with these things called chips, which are basically like perk abilities that help you, kind of give you extra abilities for your sword, make them stronger, make them have other things. I don't want to give away too much, but you kind of get the gist of it. And you can even purchase even more weapons that the demo doesn't show you, that really helps add more depth to the combat. I would definitely like to say that you should take time to explore the menus in this game. That was another area where I feel like the demo didn't go as much as in depth as I wish they would have, because the crafting systems and the upgrades that you can do, all of it really helps make the combat more fun as you get to get different weapons and equip different moves, and it makes the experience that much better. Like, really, it's fun to just fight in this game. When you are in those sections, it is fun to just scrap and throw hands with your sword, with your pistol, or with any other weapon you might happen to buy or unlock along the way. I really like the combat in this game. It's pretty easy to learn, and like I said, the more you just get the upgrades and new abilities, it makes the combat that much deeper, that much more fun, that much more engaging. It's fluid, it's responsive. I thoroughly enjoy the combat. Its combat in this game is really well done. On the exploration and open world front, Anno Mutationem is pretty, like I said, it's very lively. Away from the main missions, when you're not doing that, they have various side quests and other mini games that you can do. And even with the side quests, I didn't find them to be tedious. They all still, for the most part so far that I've done, feel purposeful. You could look at it as maybe just kind of grunt detective work, but to me it adds context to the story. And there was one mission in particular that I won't go into detail, but it was kind of dark, kind of weird. Some wild stuff going on in Scop City that ain't nobody talking about. But yeah, I find the side missions still to be intriguing as they just add more context and understanding to the world that you find yourself navigating, whether it be Scop City location or any of the other locations that they let you visit throughout the game. The mini games that you can do throughout the game are also pretty fun. You can do some of those to earn money. For example, you can be a bartender, which is a mini game that I thoroughly started to enjoy once I actually got good at it. And aside from the mini games and things like that, there's still just time to just free roam and explore. You can find items throughout the city. They have random notes kind of scattered throughout that people leave behind where you can read, and they help piece together some other parts of the story and the environment that you find yourself in. And of course, there are shops throughout every area where you can visit to purchase upgrades and weapons and other items and just other things that will help you progress through the game. This combination of 2D action mixed with like the RPG elements with how the upgrades work and the skill tree, mixed with this you going on a 3D plane for the exploration, it's really, really well done. The switches from 2D to 3D I think are pretty seamless. It wasn't as jarring as I thought it would be, and all of the in-between things, like I said, the side missions and eavesdropping on conversations and interacting with the various NPCs, it makes it feel like everything has a purpose. You always feel like you're getting additional context for what's happening in the world, and it makes everything really feel like it has some real meaning. If there were any negatives of this game, I honestly could only really think of two so far. As much as I do enjoy when you're traveling on the 3D plane as a 2D little pixel art person, the camera sometimes isn't always your best friend. That kind of got me, minor gripe, but kind of got me stuck in certain spots where I couldn't really see what I was doing. And the load time when you're traveling in between areas, I love that there's like a little animation sequence for it, but I don't know if it's just a Switch thing, but the animation sequence sometimes starts to look like a little choppy, and the load screen time is kind of long. It feels kind of excessive, but those don't ruin the entire experience. It's just those are like the two minor gripes that I can honestly think of, because the rest of this experience for me for Anno Mutationem has been highly enjoyable. I don't have many other complaints other than that, and to be honest, this is shaping up to probably be one of my favorites of the year, and I can't wait to finish this game to see what else is going on. I want to see these other weapons, them dual blades. I need that in my life. I need them dual blades. But yeah, I want to see what else this game has to offer. I want to see these other characters and how this story is going to unfold, because there's a lot going on here, and it's just all done very well, man. I love this anything cyberpunk I'm in for, but the 2D pixel art, between how gorgeous that is in this 3D environment and how lively everything is and all of the NPCs, just everything really feels purposeful, and I find myself thoroughly enjoying just exploring this world. So I would definitely recommend this game. If it's not on your radar, give this a look. I think it's definitely worth your time. And quick note, if you play the demo, it does carry over your progress. So if you just want to play the demo to kind of check it out and get a feel for it, definitely do that. But also understand the demo kind of undersells, I think, how good and in-depth this game really is. But check out the demo if you would like, on the Nintendo Switch. So if you'd like to check out Anno Mutationem, it is $24.99 on the Nintendo Switch, and it takes up 3.8 gigabytes of space, and that's it. I only played the game for a couple hours, so I can't talk for that long, but it was dope. Play the game, check it out. I think you will enjoy it. But that is going to be it for today's episode of Put You On Game. If you have played Anno Mutationem, I'm be struggling to say that title. If you have played Anno Mutationem, let me know. What have you thought about it? What are your impressions so far? If you haven't played it, let me know if you want to check it out. And be sure to like, subscribe, browse the other gaming content related videos on the channel. And that is all I have for today. My name is Serial Sensei. Y'all be safe out there. Stay hydrated, drink some water, and I will catch you on the next video. I'll be like, seriously, I already know. Oh, I wasn't standing in the right spot. Hey! Hey, bruh. Hey, you. Hold up. Huh? How am I supposed to? Bro. Not me guessing and getting it right. That boy's the GOAT. Stop playing with me. That boy is the truth. Detective of the year. Stop playing with me. Oh man. I missed the chest. Hold up.